Yes guys, welcome back to another Formula 1 live stream. Today it is the Italian Grand Prix. It's going to be a very exciting one today. Leclerc on pole position for the 2022 Italian Grand Prix, with Russell to join him on the front row. This is the 100 years of Monza. We picked the most spectacular Italian Grand Prix from each decade of Monza. That's serious. Look at It's a huge emotion. Artist Patrick Tuttofoco on creating the stunning Italian Grand Prix trophy. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subs by the end of 2022. Lights out in 10 minutes. But this is going to be a really exciting one here at Monza. So make sure you stay tuned, man. Let's do this, guys. Make sure also. Okay, so we had some problems there. The stream's struggling. Hopefully we should be live. Okay, Italian Grand Prix is fine now, so let's hope this is fine and good. Hopefully we should be live. Okay, Italian Grand Prix is fine now, so let's hope this is hopefully we should be live. Okay, Italian Grand Prix is fine now, so let's hope this is desktop audio's back, yay. What does this do? I don't know what that does. So yeah, make sure if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 100 subs by the end of 2022. Speaking of Schumacher, Leclerc equalled his Ferrari record of 8 poles in season yesterday. The Monegasque driver has been scintillating over one lap all season, but hasn't won a race since Austria back in July, which is a long way away. This is, guys, how you donate. You go to the description, the link, put your username in, ask a question, and you just press $1, $3, $5 or $10. For some reason I don't know why it's in dollars. Let me see if I can change it. You can change it to any currency. Oh, that's cool as well. But guys, remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2022. We're gonna be lights out very soon, so make sure you stay tuned to Man FC so you don't miss out the best stuff. And we're not screen capturing anymore. Oops. There we are. So it wasn't actually screen capturing. Now it is. Who is going to win this one? I'm going to put something in the poll. But that's how you donate, guys. You go here, and you put your username in, amount, donation message, and that. Who do you guys think will win today? I'm going to put a poll up, and then I'm going to have a bit of a get some stuff ready for the stream in a bit. Yes guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so sorry, I'm a little bit late today. I think we are lights out, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we are lights out and away we go. No, it's not. It's the formation app. I'm so scared then. Leclerc won here in 2019, guys. Can he repeat his success here? It's the formation lap, but Mick Schumacher with team radio. Oops. Didn't play.
Okay, have fun. See you on the other side.
Have fun. See you on the other side. That's what I said. That's a nice message. But yeah, it's lights out and away we go. Leclerc gets a bad start off the line. Russell is now getting closer to him. Lando Norris on the medium compound of tyre, very close to Daniel Ricciardo. P4, P5 Gasly. Great stuff from him as well. Verstappen down in P7, still on the same compound. Leclerc leads from Russell, Lando, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly, Alonso, Verstappen, De Vries, Zhou Guanyu, Latifi. Lando Norris has dropped down to P7 and Yuki Tsunoda has also dropped down, so I wonder what's happened here. Lando Norris is now in P7 as Ricciardo gets up to P3. We have no idea what's happened here, but Lando Norris has dropped down all the way to P7 as Daniel Ricciardo gets up to P3. Nick De Vries is down in P8 as Lando Norris P7, Alonso P6, Verstappen is now up to P4, P5, Gasly P4, Verstappen with a great start, makes the 2 positions up, and it's a great start from Verstappen. Okay, so it's a great start from Leclerc. He just had the right toe on it, and it was a great best start we saw in a long time from Leclerc, and he leads from a 1.27 second gap, so that is good to see. As this isn't working out. Guys, remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe as we just hit lights out and away we go. And I'm sorry I was a little bit late, but we weren't that late that we costed, so I'm gonna eat my ice cream in peace. Lap 2, Ricciardo's up to P3, Verstappen overtakes Gasly and now he's into P4. I wonder what happened to Lando, but he's up to P6 now. I wonder what happened to Lando Norris. As I think the stream's having problems again, I hope not. What has happened to Lando Norris? How did he drop down 3 positions? Was it a bad start? Because we know it's hard to overtake into turn 1 at Monza, because Monza's a hard track. But we will have to wait and see as oh no, it's happened again. The screen capture is not working again. God's sake, there's always something happens on the Sunday. Sorry guys, I fixed it for you though. Oh, gosh. No, this isn't working. Okay guys, sorry for that. So, Lando Norris is down in P6. Verstappen is now up to podium places. Hamilton remains P19, but Sainz has made some progress. He is in 16th. Verstappen wastes no time using the slipstream to pick off Ricciardo before the first chicane for 3rd. Perez has dropped some places and he's fighting side by side with Sainz The Ferrari man elbows pass for P15. De Vries remains P8. Alonso is 7 and starting to look at making a move at Norris. Leclerc leads by 1.3 seconds from Russell, who will have Verstappen for company very soon. The Dutchman isn't too far off from DRS range as the Mercedes is looking like a great race between the two title contenders.
Just brake balance plus 1 click. Brake balance plus 1.
Ricardo's team radio.
Suggest brake balance plus 1 click. Brake balance plus 1.
I just play this. Right. Okay. What's going on? What's going on? I think something's wrong with my YouTube. How can one person be watching when this says 4? Never mind. Further replays on the start revealed there was some contact between Bottas and the house, with some debris flying off the Alpha and being run over by Hamilton behind. Oh gosh. Verstappen had a great start. McLaren and Lando Norris dropped down to P6. Ricciardo is now in P4. You guys know that I did want like the McLaren on the podium, that was 6, that's what I said. So it looks like a lot of drivers went for the medium compound, except from the top 3 of Leclerc, Russell and Verstappen. Verstappen obviously didn't start from P3, so P7. But De Vries is in P8, good to see. Lando in P6, Ricciardo in P4, Gasly in P5, and Tsunoda in P17. Guys, so Latifi has some radio, but before that, Verstappen has DRS and is in pursuit of Russell for second. Schumacher has picked off Hamilton for P18. Is the Mercedes man carrying damage? Perhaps not. Those two trade places once again. Signs of Perez are making progress through the field.
Okay, the car is good, there is no damage, let's keep pushing.
So, it's all about Verstappen here in the early stages, and he's gaining. He makes a move into the first chicane, and Russell doesn't fight it overly much. That is P2 for the Dutchman, and he is 2.2 seconds behind Leclerc in the fight for the win. This is already intense. So Leclerc and Verstappen already fighting, and I did say that he will obviously catch up. That Vettel has so much pace.
Follow signs.
So if you've just joined, Verstappen has got up to P2 from P7. Leclerc had a great start of the line. Lando Norris drops down to P6. Sainz is already up to P11. George Russell's in P3 now. He's been overtaken by Verstappen. Nick De Vries is still in P8. And Schumacher was fighting with Hamilton, but now Hamilton's passed. So that is good to see. Okay guys, so remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe, as we are now entering lap 7 of the Grand Prix, and there's 53 laps of this race. What will happen? We are in for a thriller. So make sure you stay tuned to Man FC as Sainz picks off Vettel for P11 into Parabolica, my favourite corner, and Perez will try and follow him through. Stroll is next up for those two, and the Canadian defence doesn't last long. Sainz picking him off at the first chicane, but Perez can't follow him through as he's too busy slugging it out with Ocon behind. Perez is actually in P13, so there is obviously, if you didn't know, that lots of drivers have penalties. There's my book. It says all the penalties in there. So if you didn't know, Verstappen had a 5-place grid penalty, Ocon had a 5-place grid penalty, Perez had a 10-place grid penalty, Sainz had a back of the grid, Lewis had a back of the grid, Tsunoda had a back of the grid, Bottas had 15th place. I was thinking why Tsunoda was so down, but he had back of the grid. Schumacher and Magnussen also had back of the grid. Russell.
Fronts are washing out quite a lot.
So it looks like Verstappen is going to try to overtake Leclerc for the lead, but Leclerc still has the lead solely there, and he had a great start off the line. He won here in 2019. Can he extend his victory like 2019? Russell is on the podium spot, lost the place to Verstappen. Ricciardo P4, Gasly P5, Norris dropping down to P6 after a poor start. Russell started on pole for Ferrari at their home race for the Tifosi. Guys, remember you can tip as well. You just go on the description of this video, click the link, and press $3, $5, $10 or $1. Ask a message of football or Formula 1 or whatever, then donate. There you go. So remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Leclerc and Verstappen are not pulling away from Russell either, as the Dutchman is told to slow slightly to recharge his battery. He may well come back strongly in a lap or two. Perez has pitted and it looks like there's some smoke from the back of his car. That could be a brake issue. It's hard compound tyre for the Mexican, and now flames are visible on the front brakes. As I said, Monza is really demanding on the brakes, and if you cannot look after the brakes, then you can happen for Perez. Well, that's not ideal for Perez, who has dropped to last. Can he get on top of those smoking brakes? He shouldn't need to stop again, but whether he can recover to the points is a question. So 9 laps in, and Leclerc still leads from Verstappen, Russell, Ricciardo, Gasly, Norris, Fernando Alonso, De Vries in P8. Sainz now up to P9. Great start from Sainz in the points already. Zhou Guanyu P10. Outside the points, Stroll, Seb, Ocon, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Hamilton, Latifi, Schumacher, Bottas, and obviously Perez pitted and is in P20, but doesn't need to stop again. So if he can catch up, then he should be good. But Russell has some more team radio. Sainz has picked off De Vries for 8, which is his countryman Alonso next in his sight.
So green 9, position 9, green 9, position 9. Perez stop for hard. He's got a brake on fire.
Okay, so let's hear that again.
So green 9, position 9, green 9, position 9. Perez stop for hard. He's got a brake on fire.
So Perez's brakes were on fire, we do know that. I don't think as he retired, I don't know. Ricciardo is still holding up a chain of cars, and that queue is now lagging 10 seconds back on the front three. Sainz is making progress though. He picks off Alonso for 7th. So this is the recap of the start. Russell went side by side into the first corner. Verstappen made a fast start to the race and soon was up to 2nd place after starting in P7. He is now chasing down Leclerc for the lead, but with Russell following the Dutch racer. So if we can see, that's Verstappen going to the outside. Outside is quite good, but if you can get the inside, it can be very good as well. But Stroll with team radio.
Okay, Lance Sebastian's still under pressure from Ocon. Think about your tools. We're doing a good job, we're happy, but think about your tools for balance.
So Stroll's engineer telling him that he's doing okay. Start. If you want to know, Stroll is currently in P11, Seb in P13, Perez down in P20, De Vries in P9. Sainz is picking off every driver. Literally, he's now in P7. Norris P6, P5, Gasly P4, Ricciardo, Russell P3, Verstappen P2, Leclerc P1. So the gap is only now down to 1.3 seconds between Leclerc and Verstappen. Okay, so it looks like Leclerc leads from Verstappen, Russell, and my PC lags. Okay, so Snowden's up into P14, Magnussen P15. What's going on here? Vettel's down in P19, now down in P20. We don't know what's happened to him. But Sainz has picked off Lando Norris and now he's into P6. Great work from the Spanish driver. Already into P6. They'll be making the Tifosi very, very happy there. He was actually started from the back of the grid. So for me, for the race show after this, I am definitely, if he carries on this performance, then he's going to be my driver today. From the back, oh, we got 88 subs. Thank you for subscribing. But remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'm going to do a giveaway very, very soon, so make sure you stay tuned to my next soon. Remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And I actually did one not long ago, but we need 150 subscribers for another giveaway. So make sure you subscribe. Okay, Russell's time. Has he boxed? Has Russell boxed? What's going on? VSC has been deployed, and yeah, it was something to do with Seb. I was thinking, how did he go down so quickly? But yes, it's a virtual safety car, VSC. Vettel pulls over to the exit of turn 7. Oh dear, oh dear. That's the end of his final Monza race. The fans, the Tifosi, Italy, love Sebastian. This was his last race at Monza, and is far from satisfactory finish. What will race control do? Oh, it looks like smoke coming out of the back of his car, and it is a VSC. Leclerc pits from plan A, but Verstappen stays out. Russell also stays out, and now the track is clear and racing has resumed. The entire field slows down, but most have already been past the pit lane entrance. Will the VSC last the second lap and give the field a relatively free stop? And Leclerc has just got a free stop. I don't know if this is good or bad. I'm not really sure yet. But we're in lap 13. Leclerc has a 4-second gap and he's on fresh medium compound of tyres. Okay, that is good. Well, tell you the truth now, it's been overtaken. And it's already been resumed. So, yeah. It's a mediums from Leclerc, which is going to be a tough ask to make the end. Oh, Ferrari could have... Oh, gosh. Ferrari could have pulled this one off as Leclerc comes out just in front of Ricciardo, which was so important. So he's in P4 or 3. Sainz is up to P4. Uh-oh. Bear with me. Water spilt on my keyboard. That's good, this is waterproof. So yeah. So if you do miss, if somebody in your family likes Formula 1 and they miss the race, or if in future you miss the race, I do an after show which is around 5 to 10 minutes, and just as a recap what happened in the race, who was my driver of the day, and stuff like that. So if you do miss it, then you can, if you have time, you can still tune in for like a highlights if you want. But guys, if you want to, you just donate on this. Put your username in, best one of these, whichever you want. One-time tip or new monthly tip, and donate to a message and then donate. That's how you do it. Then, you subscribe. That'll be amazing. Please subscribe. Okay, so remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2022. Verstappen and Russell on the soft comparative tyres, Leclerc on the new mediums, and Sainz on the mediums as well. Gasly and Ricciardo are fighting over P5. Gasly makes a move but runs wide. Oh gosh, after locking up and gives the place back as you were. Russell with more Gosh, Russell has a lot of team radio today so far. So Perez and Leclerc, the only drivers to have stopped so far, with Vettel one retiree on the race. Leclerc does have to make his medium tyres last the distance here as he sets a new fastest lap. It's going to be a tough ask to win this one, but anyone can. Guys, make sure you vote. Who do you think will win? Max Verstappen or Charles Leclerc? Sainz is already up to P4, which is so shocking. He started in P20, you know. That is mad. I think he started P20 or at the back of the grid. That's what my notes say. Back of the grid. Poor Seb. I feel so bad for him. His last Monza race and he has to retire because of some pizza cooking in the back of his car. I think that's not a good joke. The pizza cooking in the back of the car, because it's Italian and it's hot. The car's on fire. Never mind. Such a dumb joke. Anyway, make sure you leave a like and subscribe as we're trying to hit 100 subscribers and my PC has a problem today for some reason. Make sure the engine is right, Leclerc says. What does he mean by that? Verstappen leads from Russell and Leclerc, with Sainz having recovered from P18 at the start to 4th, and Ricciardo is holding Gasly at bay now. The Frenchman not helped by a flat spot on his tyres. Then comes Alonso, Norris, De Vries, who's holding his own, Anjo. I don't know if that's offensive what I said about the pizza. Pizza is sick though. Because Ricardo used to have like helmet designs of pizza because everybody knows the best pizzas from Italy. I showed my brother's channel on this and then it just got copyrighted. So yeah, I'm not gonna show my brother's channel. Leclerc saying to his team, make sure the engine is right. Leclerc has been told to short shift and isn't too impressed. Ferrari have reliability problems this year, but PU issues costing Leclerc more than one victory this year. Hamilton has climbed up to P11, picking off Stroll, and is now only 4.4 seconds off the points. So, Verstappen leads from Russell, Leclerc, Sainz, Ricciardo, Gasly, Alonso, Norris, De Vries, Guan Yu, Stroll, Hamilton, Ocon, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Magnussen, Bottas, Perez, Latifi and Seb, who has retired. Guan Yu with Team Radio.
Some rear slide now.
From Rhea sliding out, he's saying to his team. De Vries is in P9. That'd be cool if you could get points. Okay, finally we have a vote in. Max is our first vote. This is how you donate, guys. There's the link in the description. Click on one of them, and once I've done message about Formula 1 and football, then press donate. All up to you guys. As we enter lap number 19 almost, or 18, Verstappen leads from Russell, Leclerc and Sainz. Sainz is doing well so far. Ricciardo had an okay start as well, not too bad for him. The Badger, the honey Badger, who won last year's race in 2021, with Norris finishing second. But Norris hasn't had such a great start here today. He's down in P8 now. The medium competitive tyre. If Leclerc can catch up to them, if Leclerc can catch up to Russell, then he should be fine. Magnussen has been given a 5-second time penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage.
Gasly,
Team Radio.
0.9. Daniel, what do you think about front wing?
Okay, so yeah, that is that. There's 33 laps to go, almost 34 to 33 laps to go. So make sure you guys like and subscribe as we hit 100. So make sure you please subscribe. So if you didn't know, Verstappen and Hamilton actually crashed here last year in 2021. That photo just reminded me of it. But having climbed through the field at the start, Verstappen had picked off Russell and then inherited the lead when Leclerc pitted early. The Dutchman is in control as it stands, but it all depends on how deep the race can take the red mark soft tyres. The midfield stops begin. Gasly in for hard tyres, Joe and Stroll also pitting. The gaps are small as such. Those three plummet down the order. Who will react next time around? We'll have to wait and see. But Verstappen leads from Russell 8.4 seconds. Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Alonso, Ricciardo I think is boxing now, Hamilton, De Vries, Ocon, Schumacher, Tsunoda, Bottas, Magnussen, Perez, Gasly, Joe, Stroll, Latifi and Seb retirement. So there is currently 33 laps to go. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, guys. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2022. That would be absolutely amazing if you could help out. Bubbly, bubbly. There will be a race show after this, so make sure you stay tuned for after the race, just for 10 minutes, just to go over if you missed what happened. Driver of the day, which I don't speak about in the race. I talk about my driver of the day and who I think was performing out there, who could have improved, and what happened a lot. Technical terms. That's all the race show after this. Okay, Verstappen is still extending his lead, but Russell starting to nurse his soft tyres. Ricciardo and De Vries both react to Gasly stop. Hard tyres for the Australian and mediums for the Williams. Ricciardo does just about get out in front of Gasly. De Vries slots in behind. So yeah, lap number 21 of Grand Prix. 32 laps to go. Oh, I finally got these back. That's cool. Okay, so remember, if you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subs by the end of 2022. We're gonna end this poll, and I can put this back now. Where's this clip? Guys, bear with me for 2 minutes. I just need to set some stuff up. So sorry for that. Everything's now set up. Just need to put a poll up. Just had to get the things ready for the race show after this. Anything happened? Not really. Nope. No. Okay. So lots of drivers going for the hard compounded tyre now. Is the mic on? Yeah, okay. So further back, the midfield is still yet to shake out with only half the pit stops complete. Sainz remains fourth and is starting to drop back, having used up some tyre wear climbing through the field. As such, when Verstappen pits, he will come out in front of the Spaniard. Schumacher's team radio.
Last lap, fantastic. Go ahead, 27.6, 1.2 behind.
Let's just say that my tires start to slowly back off a bit.
So it looks like, sorry for disruption. The reason with Team Radio, but before that, Red Bull are starting to move into the pit lane. Is Verstappen going to be the next one to pit? So he'll come out behind Leclerc, who will then have to defend with much older tyres. This one is going to play out towards the end of the race. Norris with Team Radio.
Yeah, just a little bit of dirty here now. It should be fine.
Was that Norris? I didn't say that. Oh, I thought I said science. It's Norris, sorry. Getting mixed up.
Ricardo ahead in P12 on the slow side on the prime.
So guys, please make sure you subscribe. 99% of you guys haven't subscribed, so make sure you check out and subscribe. Should I do a Formula 1 quiz in this race? Yes, they're good, or no, they're not good. You can vote. Guys, so Verstappen and Leclerc are on the same compound, but the Ferrari man's tyres are 13-lap-old. Game on. Okay, so now Leclerc leads from Verstappen. The gap is 10 seconds. Sainz in P3, Russell down in P4. Box for the hard compound of tyres. So I think that's everybody's box now. Obviously, Seb's retired. I think everyone's box now. But Perez with Team Radio. Verstappen does indeed pit next time around for the set of the medium compound of tyres. Is 2.4 seconds stop, and he comes out into clear air in a second. The gap to Leclerc is around 9.9 seconds, but that will come down rapidly once the Dutchman gets his tyres up to temperature.
We've had our first lap deleted for track limits, turn 7.
Okay, so Perez has had his time deleted for going some, I don't know, off the tracks at turn 7. I can barely hear them. For you guys it'll be a bit clearer, but for me, with the PC running and everything, it's hard. But the gap's down to 9.7 seconds. If I think 3:30, 23, 26 laps to go. So we're around halfway here. Leclerc leads the Italian Grand Prix. Can he nurse his tyres to the end and keep the charging Red Bull of Verstappen behind? The gap is 10 seconds now, with pretty much half the race still to go. That's the fight for the win. Behind Sainz is third, but has yet to stop. Ricardo with Team Radio.
Daniel, do you think there is any opportunity to hold Gasly up by 1/10 to give Lando a clear track?
So that was Ricardo's Team Radio. Where is Ricardo anyway? Ricardo's down in P11, okay. Lando's now up to P5, Alonso's P6, Hamilton P7, Russell P4. That Red Bull has so much pace. It feels like they're just in a different league to everybody else. Ferrari's still quick, but that Red Bull is so quick. Hamilton picks off Alonso at last for 6th into the first chicane. Late braking got the move done as Hamilton's race starts to come back to him today. So that is some good. Guys, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of 2022, so please help me out by subscribing. That means a lot to me. Next one to subscribe gets a shout out on every video, every live stream. Whoever subscribes gets a shout out on every single live stream I do for, let's make it 1 week. You guys are hard bargainers. 2 weeks. Okay then, 3 weeks. 3 weeks, okay. For 3 weeks, every live stream I do, I'll shout out your name for the next person who subscribes. McLaren have played the team game. Ricardo is being told to hold up Gasly in order to ensure that when Norris pits he can drop into clean air in front of both drivers. Interesting to see if the Aussie does as he is told here. It would mean ceding track position to his teammate. Leclerc's gap to Verstappen is now 8.7 seconds, so it is starting to smalling up now. Obviously Verstappen with the tyres, newer tyres. But will he dominate this race? Make sure you vote in the below. Vote below. So guys, we'll be doing the quiz maybe sooner. If somebody votes, I'm just gonna do it off one vote now. So that polling's staying quick. 23 laps to go. Leclerc leads from Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, Lando Norris, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Schumacher, Bottas, Ricciardo, Gasly, De Vries, Zhou Guanyu, Ocon, Tsunoda, Latifi, Stroll, and Magnussen. Seb retired. Desktop audio. Douche. Stroll with team radio. Still no signs of the rest of these pit stops as Verstappen sets a new fastest lap and takes another half a second out of Leclerc's lead. Russell is holding on to Sainz just about with the Spaniard yet to pit as he is told to lift the coast for the next few laps. Stroll's
Okay, Lance, that's a better lap. Similar pace to Magnussen, quicker than Magnussen this lap.
Oh yeah, great.
Let's try getting 90 subs by the end of this stream. That would be absolutely amazing, guys. So please subscribe. I'll do Formula 1 and football videos and live streams of games and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the Queen, Her Majesty, passed away in the 8th of July. Oh, sorry, 8th of September. I thought it was July, sorry. 8th of September, and I did make a video showing sing it, but rest in peace all the thank yous, you know, longest reigning monarch, well done, very iconic. So yeah, but yeah, not much to say on that, but it's UK, if you don't understand. But it's not just UK, there's other countries that are part of the Commonwealth. But yeah, Schumacher's team ready, guys.
Yeah, 8-9, it's a bit real that it's starting to move a bit around, but it's fine, I'll try.
Understood.
Okay, first votes come in. I don't think nobody subbed it, obviously. Oh, we're joking. Oh gosh. Verstappen's took the lead in the 5-minute break I've had. Alonso's retiring. Oh no. Hamilton with
So
team
see what
radio.
you've done with diff high speed, so that's good. You also have EB if you want to use it.
So that promotes Ricciardo back into the point in P10 with 4 drivers ahead, including his teammate. He had to stop. This one could help McLaren out in the constructors, with Ocon down in P14. Sainz picks off Perez into P4, turn 4. As Ferrari are in the pit lane, they have called Leclerc in. That promotes Verstappen back to the lead as Ferrari bolts on some fresh soft tyres. It's a good 2.6 second stop and he comes out ahead of Russell. Hamilton's in the pit too and he swaps to the soft. Well tidy. Schumacher's team radio.
Okay, mode T4 and we're on plan B. I plan to take off a little bit for that. For that, tire will be more limited.
The gap up front is just under 20 seconds. That was Leclerc has to make up on the soft compound of tyre. Verstappen's pace fairly good on that set of 9-lap-old mediums. That one could be a grandstand finish, which the crowd will be awed for. Hamilton came out behind the gaggle of cars ahead of Ricciardo. P12. He has Joe, De Vries, Gasly, the Aussie to fight his way through. Hamilton team radio.
We're going to have 19 laps remaining. The soft tyre, best tyre out there.
40, 30, 60. It's like 3 laps back. Hamilton has already picked off Zero as Norris pits from P4. A long first it looks to have promoted the McLaren man back through the field after his poor start to the race, but it was a slow stop of 5.1 seconds after a sticky rear tyre didn't want to come off. That slow stop cost him and he comes out behind Hamilton and Gasly. So Leclerc needs to really cut down that gap, as we can see he has cut it down a bit. Russell won't be able to catch up, I don't think, on that hard club out of tyre unless you get some mad wear. Sainz on the soft compound of tyre as well in P4, Perez P5, Ricciardo P6, Hamilton P7, Gasly P8, P9 is Lando Norris, Nick De Vries P10, Zhou Guanyu P11, Ocon P12, 13th Tsunoda, 14th Latifi, 15th Schumacher, Stroll 16th, Bottas P17, Kevin Magnussen P18 and P19, 20 Fernando and Seb retirement. Leclerc hasn't made any progress yet, eating into Verstappen's lead. Russell is third, Sainz is fourth and Perez has recovered to fifth despite that very early stop and overheating brakes. Then comes the Ricciardo train, but Hamilton has picked off the Aussie now into turn 1 and the Mercedes man is up to 6th. So if you guys have any setup ideas, like for PC setups, then can. Sorry. Okay. Someone voted yes, they're good, so we're doing one. So bear with me as I get one up. So we've got one up. I think I did this one, but my memory is so bad that I can't remember. Who's up P1 in the sprint race at Monza? Bottas, I think, or Bottas? Yes, sir. Okay. Valtteri Bottas won last year's sprint at Monza, but started at the back of the grid for Grand Prix after taking an engine penalty. Ooh, I think it was Verstappen, you know, or Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton. So, who was the last Ferrari driver to win? It was Leclerc, 2019. What was the first Italian? Who was the first Italian? Jarno Trulli. Ah, I always get that one wrong. Who won the Italian Grand Prix in 2008? Sebastien. You can see from there the Red Bull and probably said. Who's the only driver to win 3 Italian Grand Prix in a row? Monty Peterson? No. Joan Manuel? Oh, how's that? Apart from Monza, how many other circuits have the Italian Grand Prix won? $19. I know they've won it a lot of times. Alberto Ascari. I know because he used to drive a Ferrari. Was it Michael Schumacher? Rubens Barrichello. How many drivers on the current grid have won at Monza? 6. Yep. 2 times. Oh. Michael Schumacher. Huh? $2011. Well, I was gonna put 2013. Okay, I would. I'm just guessing now. Williams. Oh, I keep putting one and then I just get it wrong. Oh, this is easy. Tempo speed. Oh. Really nice. Lewis Hamilton. So I am just off the podium. Ah, so I'm like P4 person. I am so close to podium. But yeah, that was my quiz, guys. And that was cool. Verstappen still leads from Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly, and Nick De Vries for the top 10. De Vries is hanging on to the last point here, exactly as Albon did in the Williams back in Spa. It would be a fantastic achievement if he could score today, considering he was called up only yesterday morning and he's driving an unfamiliar car. He's in the DRS train. He is simultaneously trying to overtake Gasly and defend Peugeot. Lewis Hamilton, Team Radio.
A busy couple of laps there, Lewis, but really nice work.
Good work, Lewis. Stroll is the latest to be called in for overheating brakes and he's retiring the car. That's a double DNF for the team on a poor day for Aston Martin. Lance Stroll and Seb have retired.
So Lance, cool the brakes, cool the brakes. We're going to retire the car, so cool the brakes and box this lap. We're going to retire the car, cool the brakes and box.
Oh my, double DNF for Aston Martin. Haven't saw that in a long time, telling the truth. Aston Martin just blowed up this year, so I think, telling the truth, Leclerc should kept a bit more gap and then boxed. He boxed too early, literally. Verstappen's probably gonna win this one as well, guys. Actually, telling you the truth, his tyres will start to wear, so Leclerc still has a chance, but every time I say that he always doesn't. The guys, whoever subscribes, I will give them a shout out, so make sure you subscribe. Oh, the name of this stream is the Italian. It's qualifying. Oh my, it's meant to be Grand Prix and it's Italian. Oh my god, how have I messed up? Oops, oh my days. I put qualifying instead of Grand Prix. I was thinking, why is my views not coming up? Normally you get 250 views. So, 250 views normally. I was thinking, what the flip, I'm not getting any. Normally loads of people are watching. Just That's why I was thinking, like, where's half of all the guys gone and then they're just not there? Yeah, they're not there. I can't believe it, man. Oh, the mic's on. Oops. Sorry guys, the mic was on. I can't believe it. It said qualifying instead of Grand Prix. Sainz is the big move on the last lap, taking another second out of Russell in the fight for third. Hamilton is eating into Perez's advantage in the fight for fifth, but is going to find himself running out of laps here. Yeah. Leclerc's bringing that gap down now. It's starting to come down, but we'll have to wait and see. I can't believe that said Italian. Because normally, look, 260 guys. Can't believe that. That's so stupid of me. Why does it? Make sure you vote as well, guys. This is the tip page. Put your username in. $1, $3, $5 or $10. One title donation message. So Verstappen's grid penalty didn't hamper him too much, while there have been plenty of excitement thanks to Hamilton, and Sainz have to recover from the back of the field. But Hamilton's day might get easy, as it looks like Red Bull are preparing for a pit stop for Perez. I want to see Verstappen pit so badly, but that's not going to happen. So we got 9 laps left. Just fresh them really quick. Can't believe I put qualifying. I just check it and it says Formula 1 Italian the qualifying Grand Prix. Wasn't checking then, I was just rushing. That's what happens. Don't rush, guys. So I've changed the name of the stream, so Formula 1 Italian Grand Prix 2022 Watchalong. Okay, so we can now vote for a driver of the day, but obviously I'm not gonna vote. I'm not gonna show you guys my vote. That's what the race show is, so make sure you stay tuned for the race show after this.
The brake pedal is becoming a little bit long.
So there is with some team radio. I'm gonna cover who I vote for. It's gonna be a hard one because a lot of drivers have been great today. But for me, I think one has just been outstanding. And you guys, maybe I've talked about it, maybe I haven't. So yep, I have now voted. Okay, so that's done now. Oh god, no, go away. So Verstappen leads from Leclerc 16.8 seconds. Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Perez boxed, Lando, Sergio, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, Gasly nicked the race in the top 10. Then Zhou Guanyu, Ocon, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Bottas, Latifi, Kevin Magnussen, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll have all retired. Leclerc just can't get on the pace of Verstappen here. That gap is holding steady at 17 seconds on the lap, ticking by. Sainz though is catching Russell a little quicker in the fight for the final podium spot. Those two separated by 10 seconds. De Vries has broken clear of DRS of Zhou behind, and now will be counting down for the start of the checkered flag for what would be a brilliant result for Williams. He's managing to hold on to Gasly too, who was complaining about tyres. Verstappen with team radio.
Okay, mate, so blue flags for Joe and De Vries. Take care because they are racing.
So Verstappen being told a little of that is to do with the fact that Verstappen was making his way through, but every little helps. Verstappen leads from Leclerc, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton, Lando Norris, Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly. Like P8 is 1 lap down already. Everybody's a lap down from P8. Even like P4, 39 seconds. So, yeah, and if blue flags to get past them, you have to really move out of the way. So it's racing gets harder if you're a lap down. Yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe. Donation page is below. So it looks like Leclerc just can't get off the pace of Verstappen here. The gap is holding steady at 17 seconds and the laps are ticking by. Sainz though is catching Russell a little quicker in the fight for the final podium spot. Those two are separated by 10 seconds. Okay, this will be Verstappen's 5th straight win if he makes it to the flag here, but the yellow flags are out. Ricciardo has stopped and he says he's lost the engine. Oh no. Oh my, yes, let's go. You guys can tell I'm not a Verstappen fan. Oh my, please be a safety car. Please be a safety car. Actually, don't be a safety car, because then Verstappen can box. Ricciardo is out of the race. This types of... Yes, it's a safety car. The safety car has been deployed. Ricciardo is out of the race. He's lost all engine power. Ricciardo is out and it's a safety car. So that means there's been 4 retirements in this race. And Ricciardo is out and the safety car is out. The crew's all run into the pit lane as everyone looks at race control. Verstappen has crossed the line to start another lap. So he can't box until the next lap. But what's gonna happen? Are people gonna box? What is going to happen? We'll have to wait and see. But the safety car is out. So, the safety car is deployed. Russell was the first of the front runners to come into the pits. The timing there working for Mercedes. Sainz is also in there and Hamilton stays out. It's all to play for here as Verstappen asks if he can make a free pit stop or not.
Can we make a free stop?
Yes.
So around everyone has literally boxed. Verstappen still has the lead. Russell third and Sainz fourth. Hamilton is the first runner on older tyres, along with Perez in sixth. Norris did stop in seventh. With 4 laps to go. This is a heated race, guys, so make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to Man FC. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2022. It is really getting heated up here at Monza, so make sure you stay tuned. Ricardo and McLaren is in this situation too, so this race will well not restart here. Oh no. So that's it then. We might not start again. Yeah, because 75% is done really, so. I can't wait to see the highlights of this. Guys, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want. You can leave a tip as well in the link below. It should say streamlabs.com any tip. With 3 laps to go, what will happen next? Joe Randy with Team Radio.
I need to know the tyre situation.
So it looks like that is Ricardo, is literally right next to the Tifosi. It doesn't look like the marshals can push that McLaren out of the way. So what will happen here? Red flag or something? I don't know. No. So he's gonna have to stay there until the end of the race. So that means Verstappen's won. The safety car hasn't been out long enough to be up the pack in one line yet, with Leclerc behind Tsunoda and Bottas and a fair few corners behind Verstappen. So yeah, we could have only 1 lap around Monza. That would be quite interesting. Guys, make sure you check out who has grid penalties this weekend. Drivers will be entitled for grid penalties. Verstappen is a main one. So yeah, make sure you check it out. Good vid. The cherry picker has arrived at last to try and sort out the stricken Macau, with the pack now being behind the safety car last. There are lap cars between Verstappen and Leclerc, De Vries
Am I in the correct mode now?
A firm, that's correct. So there is an issue on the safety car allowing cars through.
So, both Aston Martin drivers have retired. Fernando Alonso has also retired. Sainz closing on George for the final podium place. Leclerc chasing him down, but there's only a 2.9 second gap. The safety car might be going in. Can't believe it. There's light drama here at Monza, so make sure you stay tuned for the post-race show. So I'll quickly start to shut some things down now. Make sure, guys, you donate. The donation link is below. Please help out the channel grow so we can save up for some cool stuff like a better mic and a better microphone. It is the penultimate lap now, and they are running out of time to finish this one under racing conditions. The teams seem to be in agreement and are standing around, looking pretty casual at the moment. That Red Bull boys are smiling as well. They might be. I'm gonna do the race thing. So, what the hell? Ow. So, test widgets. What does this mean? Donation. Why does it not work? Okay, they don't work. De Vries could well find himself picking up 2 points here after being promoted to 9th thanks to Ricciardo's retirement. It is the penultimate lap now, the last lap. Let's see. Verstappen's won this. Tifosi aren't going to be all that happy, but at least they get one of their drivers on the podium. Sainz in P4. Verstappen will win this one, I think, unless there's a late dive into Parabolica by Leclerc. Whoever subscribes will get a shout out for 3 weeks, so make sure you subscribe. First person to do it will get a shout out. Not everybody, only one. The safety car is still out there, and as such Verstappen is serenely cruising to a 5th straight win here in Monza, which will be his first podium here in his Formula 1 career. He's never won at Monza. The safety car will peel in and leaves the cars to cross the line by themselves, but there are lap cars in between the leaders. And the race is over. Verstappen wins. Leclerc finishes P2. Russell P3. Sainz P4. Hamilton P5. P6 Perez. P7 Lando Norris. P8 Gasly. P9 De Vries. His debut, and he picks up 2 points. Great work by him. Joe Guanyu finishes 10th. Esteban Ocon P11. P12 Mick Schumacher. 13 Valtteri Bottas. Tsunoda, Latifi, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Stroll, Fernando and Seb all retired along with Ricciardo. Verstappen wins again for the 5th time in a row. Make sure you stay tuned for the post-race show. Thank you for